So without further ado, let's get started creating our 2D platform game. And creating a new game in Unity involves creating a completely new project. So I've loaded up Unity here. You can see that I'm using Unity 5.1.3F1 here. And I'm on the new project creation screen. I've chosen a path on my computer where I want to save the project. And all I need to do now is give the project a new name. So I'm going to call this Platform 2D, like so. And I'm going to leave all the other settings at their defaults. And then I'm just going to choose Create Project. So I'm going to click the Create Project button. And when I do that, Unity goes ahead, thinks about that, and then finally presents this new interface on the screen. You can see that it has not arranged the interface exactly how I want it. So I'm just going to align and change the window so that it fits inside the recording window here. I'm going to actually set this to the default layout. So I'm just going to choose the default layout down here and finally align this to the screen that we have. So I'm just going to size this into the recording window. And what we have here is now a completely new and empty Unity project. Again, completely empty project panel, and things are looking pretty good. Now, the first thing I want to do is to adjust the game resolution. This game, I'm going to be designing it for 1024 by 600, which is a resolution and aspect ratio that aligns quite nicely with a range of different mobile devices, including phones and tablets. This game isn't necessarily a phone or tablet game specifically, but I want to target that resolution so we can easily deploy to that platform if we want to. So I'm going to switch over to the Game tab here, and we have this free aspect drop down. Now I can click on this and you will see listed down here by 1024 by 600. This resolution is in the list only because I have previously added it. By default, it will not be in this list. If you want to add your own resolution, you can do that by clicking on this plus icon at the bottom of the list here. So I'm going to click on that, and then it will ask me to name the resolution. So I've called mine 1024 by 600, and I've specified a type of fixed resolution here, and I've literally typed in the width, which is 1024, and 600 into there, and then pressed OK. And then that will add that option here to the drop down list for the aspect ratio. So I'm just going to click in that box and select 1024 by 600. And now you'll notice that when I do that, the Game tab here is presented at that resolution or at any aspect ratio compatible with that resolution. So if I rearrange the size of the Game tab, you can see that any areas that it cannot expand into, it simply fills with this black area here, these margins. And I can simply resize this window if I want to completely change how this appears, but it always maintains that aspect ratio, ensuring that when we playtest the game inside the Game tab, we are always previewing the game at our intended resolution and aspect ratio. So that is our basic project configured here and ready to go. Next we can start looking at importing assets into the project.